Hey, what's up guys? Jason Lohr here with Jason Lohr Photography and Films. So welcome back to another episode of the Weekend Walks with yours truly. In fact, this is gonna be the last walk that we're gonna be taking. So after that, that's pretty much it. For 2021, that is, of course. It's now December 30th, 2021. So only a couple days left before we officially say goodbye to 2021. So, and then onwards to 2022. So, right now we're at Elk Grove Park in Sacramento, California. It's, where we first started this journey of the weekend walks, and I figured this would be a fitting end to the last walk of 2021. So, it's a nice, beautiful day. It was raining and pouring yesterday, so I wasn't able to do the walk then. But, definitely it's a great day to be outside. And, speaking of being outside, hopefully we'll get to do a lot of that in 2022. It's every year is like a mystery now. You can only hope for the best, but then it's not really assuring or guarantee if it's gonna be the best. I mean, heck, 2020 was a big surprise for all of us, with pandemic, COVID-19, and it was just a big letdown, big missed opportunities for a lot of people. Like for me, I didn't get a chance to go out to some film festivals, didn't get to travel like I hoped to, and a lot of people were pretty much about the same, or they had other different goals. But it's just kind of disappointing year. But I can honestly say that for 2021, we actually, I think like that this year 2021 is, we got a chance to experiment a little bit. You know what? Let's go head back for a little bit. That way we don't get the sun in our eye. But yeah, it was a year of just experimenting with what we can do to take steps of getting back to normal, which to a lot of people it's like, what the heck is normal anymore? But for me, it was a challenging year. I think after enduring so much, a lot of people just needed to get away. It's at work, a lot of people took time off, and for a lot of people who showed up to work ended up getting held over or mandated to do overtime. And I think I've talked about that quite a few times in my past videos on how that happened to me and a lot of people, and it was really stressful. For me, I think it took a lot of time away from my writing and my photography and my filming. And so that's why it always bugs the crap out of me when, people ask, okay, or did you finally quit writing or making films or doing your photography and just sticking with the job that you're working on? It's like, no, absolutely not. Look, writing is always going to be my passion and my way of life. Same thing with photography and filmmaking. But it's just, it's been a stressful 2 years, especially with, COVID hitting in 2020, again, just a lot of missed opportunities that year. And, 2021, it was just a lot of figuring out. And so, but I can only count my blessings. Still got a job, still being able to do what I love to do, which is, writing, photography, and filmmaking. And, I think just having to still keeping that in my thoughts and my heart really shows how much I really enjoy doing all that. And, also family's doing good. Everybody's, again, struggling, but, we're all finding ways of enduring and overcoming. So I'm really proud of everybody who's still, still fighting and not giving up on what they like to do. So very proud of that. And that's why I'm looking forward to 2022. You know, it's like I can't say that it's gonna be the greatest. You know, all I can say is that I'm gonna be ready for it. You know, because, you know, look what happened to 2020. We're all expecting great things and we end up getting COVID. And so that was unexpected. And we weren't planning for that. But I can tell you this, like I'm definitely planned and ready for 2022. And a lot of that is gonna be on my, you know, my writing, my photography, and my filmmaking. So definitely, you know, I've been writing down a lot of ideas of like what to write for a story. And, you know, I did a little experiment this year, the 48-hour screenplay challenge. And surprisingly, I came to find out how much I can get out of 48 hours. 57 pages, I believe, in 2 days. So if I dedicate like 2 days of like just writing a script, I can finish it. Now, of course, it's not gonna be perfect. It's gonna be the first draft. Usually after I finish the first draft, just editing, it shouldn't take too long. It's just pretty much how they taught you in school, right? Proofreading. You find the mistakes, you correct it, then polish it up, and then just send it on its way, either to a producer or a film festival, which is definitely on my agenda. So that's my plan for my script writing. And then next is gonna be photography. So a lot of people have hit me up for next year in 2022 about doing weddings. You know, they've been postponing it for a long time now, and you know, now that you know, a lot of them are vaccinated, it's like they're ready to, you know, finally get the show on the road and just, you know, finally, you know, making it official with each other. So I told them, hey, I just got a new lens, which is you know, the Canon RF70 200 2.8. I can get some amazing portrait shots from like far away. So, you know, that's definitely a big plus on that end. And, you know, they've seen a lot of my work on my social media pages, and they finally said, oh, let's take a look over here. So they finally said, hey, you know what? Can you be our photographer for the weddings? So I got 2 weddings booked. I'm very excited about that. You know, it's been a while, but you know, I still haven't lost it. So definitely looking forward to that. And also definitely more landscape photography, as I am either doing it locally or on my travels. Like this year, right? I took 2 weeks off, went to Solvang, and then also took a trip down to, Carmel. But for my trip from Solvang to Carmel, I took the Interstate 1, which is the scenic route along the coast. Got some really amazing landscape photographies. We're talking the beach, the ocean, the mountains, the trails. You know, you can find those on my Facebook page as well. And just, dude, I was having a blast with that. It was definitely something I haven't done in a long time. And I'm planning on doing that more often next year as well. You know, it's like just absolutely gorgeous things that the world can offer you. And it was like just only a couple hours away. So definitely looking forward to doing more of those type of photography as well. So I now have the equipment to do that, or at least the ones that will make it easier to do that. You know, both photography, I don't know, wedding photographies or event photographies or anything. Like, that's also another thing too, is like when people ask, well, you know, weddings and, you know, probably like all those vacation spots, are there gonna be a lot of people? I mean, wedding wise, like a lot of people were concerned about that. It's like, well, I'll definitely be masked up. I'm already vaccinated, so that's also another plus too. And then social distancing wise, I got my zoom lens, which can do portrait photos as well. So for instance, right, I got my EF 24 to 70 2.8 and my 70 to 200 2.8. So both of those can do portrait shots. So my 24 to 70 can cover anything close by or close up. And then my 70 to 200 can cover anything from 70 millimeters and beyond. So they work together to capture a lot of great moments from a distance. So I do take that into consideration when, times like this of the pandemic. And, I think about my safety as well as like the safety of others, and just really considerate about that. I still do ask people, hey, when I go to their place, mask on, mask off, because for me, I prefer mask off because it's nice to be able to get some fresh air, because Lord knows I get tired of smelling my own breath after a while. So otherwise, that's pretty much my goals of like, doing my photography and also being safe. Now that comes to the last subject on my list, which is filmmaking. A lot of people pass me by at work asking me, hey, you gonna film anything yet, or what's the deal? So yeah, they got a point. I've been writing a lot of scripts, and I've been doing a lot of like tutorial videos, and a lot of people said those are pretty impressive like looks, because I like to shoot my videos at 24 frames per second, even if it's just a tutorial video. But they like that cinematic look, and a lot of people have been asking me again, just when am I going to get back into some filmmaking? And I thought about that long and hard, and I thought, you know what? I think I will get back into that. But the thing is, like, as I said before, it's like filmmaking, it's not as easy as people think. There's a lot of work that goes into it. If you're looking to shoot a professional film, it's gonna be time, money, equipment, actors, then scheduling to making it all happen. So there's a lot of factors that go into that. So for me, I want to keep it as simple, but at the same time be able to, make something both beautiful and entertaining at the same time. So my plan with that is to shoot like those 2-sentence stories that I've been writing. So I've actually shot those stories around to some friends, and some of them were impressed by it. Some of them, it took them some time to get what the 2 sentences telling the story means, because like they're not so used to something that short. But then for those who do catch on, they thought those are really clever and those could be filmable. And I thought, they can be filmable, either with 1 or 2 people or not that many people at all. So yeah, that's something I'm definitely going to be experimenting on. And if I'm able to get a few of those filmed, I would like to enter them to the film festival too, because I've seen some films at the film festival where they're actually 2 minutes long or even less, and they still got accepted because it's all about the creativity, the imagination, and the storytelling that really wins the crowd over. So yeah, that's something I'm going to definitely look into trying. As far as like I'm going to get people together to do it, well, that's going to be something I'll have to figure out. But yes, I would definitely like to get back into filmmaking, and it is definitely in the works. So yeah, 2-sentence stories, which you guys can also check them out on my YouTube page too. Let me know what you guys think, because feedbacks are always great, whether it be good or bad. It's always about improving. But anyways, another thing too, speaking of film festivals and entering, so yes, I'm going to be entering more scripts, of course. Then I'm going to be entering some short films if they happen. And I'm going to actually start entering, some photography in there. Because, you know, a lot of these film festivals, not only do they have scripts and even movie posters, even best music, and they also have, you know, best photography. So, you know, from what I've looked in a lot of those categories, it could be any type of photography, whatever is the most creative and most engaging and most beautiful. So I am actually gonna start looking through some of my photos that I've taken, or heck, even take some new photos and start entering them in the festival. You know, because I am curious now to see and hear everybody's feedbacks on my photos too. You know, so again, you meet filmmakers at film festivals, and you know, it'll be interesting to meet other photographers there too and just get their thoughts. And you know, that's going to be interesting. So I'm looking forward to doing that. It's something I've never done before, so it's going to be exciting. So now we got all three of my favorite things in one place: screenwriting, photography, and films. So, you know, definitely looking forward to that. And of course, more weekend walk episodes on my weekends, which is still going to be Wednesday, Thursdays. It's going to either be on Wednesday or Thursday, given on how the day looks. As you can see, it's going to be, I don't know, some rainy days, it's going to be some bright days, but we'll see how that goes. You know, so yeah, and of course more tutorial videos. I love doing tutorials. I love talking about filmmaking, writing, and photography. You know, I had a couple of people at work ask me like, hey, so I just want a new camera. Any chance you can show me how this thing works? So, and like I told them and everybody else, like, dude, we can talk about photography all day. Same thing with films and writing. It's just, if you're interested, hey, definitely hit me up, you know. So, yeah, definitely more of those videos to come for sure. And as always, my request, you know, I'll see what I can do to get it out there. You know, hopefully if overtime is not too crazy next year like it was this year. But otherwise, I'm ready. 2022, bring it on. It's like, I got my stories ready. I got my cameras at the ready for some memorable moments, both still image and moving. So, yeah, hope you guys are ready too. You know, hope you guys are excited. Yeah, I think at this point, you just make a plan and follow through with it and see how it goes. But otherwise, it looks like that's the end of this walk too. Thankfully, it was a great day to be outside to get the last episode for 2021 in. So before I go, I just want to say thank you to everybody who has been following me on my channel. And, you know, it's like, you know, I just hope so far you guys are getting something out of all this, whether it be from my tutorial videos or from my walks or from my stories. You know, it's just been quite a journey. So I hope, you know, I've been able to inspire people out there too. So thank you again for all your support. Love you guys. Hope you guys are doing well in these, you know, these times that we're having. But otherwise, shoot, that's it for this walk for the year. I hope you guys can join me every Wednesday or Thursday on my weekend walks in 2022. So, all right, so for one last time in 2021, this is Jason Lore with Jason Lore Photography and Films, bringing art, stories, and entertainment.